How do I look? Good? Okay, Klaus. Ready? Let's do it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Sovereign Money. Today, we're exploring an essential Bitcoin feature that most users don't even know about: message signing and verification. This powerful feature allows you to prove ownership of a Bitcoin address without exposing your private keys. In today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating message signing with 3 different setups. The first is the Trezor Safe5 hardware wallet connected to the Sparrow Wallet software. Secondly, I'll demo an air-gap signing technique with the DIY Krux wallet, also with the Sparrow Wallet software. And thirdly, I'll demo message signing with a hot wallet with the wallet formerly known as Blockstream Green, now called Blockstream Wallet. I'm also going to show you how to verify signed messages using both the Sparrow Wallet and a website called verifybitcoinmessage.com. Whether you're conducting business or applying for Bitcoin-backed loans, this tutorial will show you exactly how to do it safely and securely across different wallet types. If that sounds good, let's get to it. Now, before we jump into the demonstrations, let's quickly understand what message signing is. When you sign a message with your Bitcoin address, you're creating cryptographic proof that you control the ownership of that address. This is a completely different operation from signing a Bitcoin transaction. Message signing uses your same private key, but in a way that cannot expose it or be used to spend any funds. This feature is incredibly useful for proving address ownership in business transactions, because anybody could say, hey, here's my Bitcoin address, now give me that car and I'll send you this Bitcoin. Well, you don't actually control that address with 98 Bitcoin in it. You just said that. But the smart person would ask you to sign a message from that address in order to verify your ownership. Also, you can demonstrate control of Bitcoin for a loan application. The bank might send you a message that you need to sign from the address containing a certain number of Bitcoin. Signing messages also might be used for legal documentation or regulatory compliance. And it can also be useful in peer-to-peer trading verification. All right, now that you understand what message signing is and what it's useful for, let's go over what you'll need to follow along in this tutorial. For the Trezor Safe5 demo, you're going to need a Trezor. Doesn't have to be a Safe5. I'm just going to use the Safe5. And of course, the Sparrow Wallet at sparrowwallet.com. If you don't have the Sparrow Wallet installed, I would highly recommend it. Go ahead and do that. Head over to sparrowwallet.com, download it, and install it. For the air-gapped Krux DIY signing, of course, you're going to need an air-gapped Bitcoin wallet like the Krux DIY. I have a video on that on my channel, and I'm going to be working with the Sparrow Wallet as well using that device. And for the Blockstream Green demo, of course, you're going to need the Blockstream Green hot wallet, or actually it's called Blockstream Wallet right now. That's a fantastic wallet. You should look into it. Of course, I have a video on my channel on that one as well. You're also going to need an internet-connected device with a camera for scanning QR codes and a message that you want to sign. Now that we have everything set up, let's start with our first demo, which is the Trezor Safe5 hardware wallet connected to the Sparrow Wallet software. Okay, here we are at the Sparrow Wallet. I have it installed, and I opened a new wallet, created a new wallet, and connected my Trezor. I have some videos on that on my channel if you want to go into more detail on that. But once you have the Trezor connected, you can sign a message. And you do that by getting out of the settings area and going all the way up to the receive area. Actually, we're going to go to addresses. I'm going to show a list of addresses for this wallet that I set up just for this demo. And what you do is just pick any address and right click, and you get a little menu. One of the options here is sign and verify a message. Alternatively, you can go up to the tools menu on the menu bar, which is off the screen, press the tools, and then the top selection is sign and verify message. Looks just like this. So I'm going to select that, and it automatically pastes that address into this form. If you open it manually, so to speak, using the menu, you're going to get a blank form, and you can certainly paste the address into that form. Let's go back. I'm going to right click, sign verify message, and there we go. Any address of your wallet will do for this, and you need a message to sign. Let's say you're applying for a loan and you're using your Bitcoin as collateral, and the bank doesn't believe that the address you gave them you control. So you have to prove it. And you need to send them a message identifying yourself with that address, okay, that controls the Bitcoin that they're interested in. So I'm going to get a message. I'll paste it in here. Okay, I'm going to paste the message in. I am Sovereign Money, and this is my Bitcoin. Oh, I've also tried this with emojis like this one, and unfortunately, it doesn't work. I love emojis, but it doesn't work for messages. And then you have to sign the message. So what you do is you go down here to the bottom and press funny enough, the sign button. Press the sign button, and it brings up the wallet that is connected to the application, which is the Trezor Safe5. Press the sign message button, of course, and then you head over to your Trezor Safe5. And right here, you can see that is the address. Tap to continue. And if you can read that, it says, I am Sovereign Money, and this is my Bitcoin. Neat. So you tap to continue again, and then on the Trezor Safe5, you hold to confirm. And then the message is signed. Did you see that? Right down here is the signature. Now, the bank is going to get this. You're going to send them this signature, and they're going to use that signature to verify the message. So let's pretend we're the bank for a moment, and we're going to go to verifybitcoinmessage.com. Let's head there right now. Oh, actually, before we go there, I want to copy some of this information. I'll copy the signature, and then we're going to go to verifybitcoinmessage.com. Here we are at Verified Bitcoin Message. I already pasted the message in here. I'm going to paste in the signature. I'm going to go back and get the Bitcoin address that's appropriate for this and see if we can verify the message as if the bank would be doing. All right, I'll paste that address in here and click verify, and hopefully right in this area, it will say a valid signature. Yay, it worked. It's not very exciting, but that is what the bank is looking for. This person, whoever signed this message, owns that Bitcoin address. So please send all of your Bitcoin here, and I promise I will send back double. That's it. That's how you verify using verifybitcoinmessage.com and a message that was signed by the Trezor Safe5. All right. Now, let's head over to the second demo using an air-gapped signing method using QR codes with the Krux DIY wallet, which has a camera and a screen so you can scan and show QR codes. All right, I'm going to press done, and then I'm going to disconnect the Trezor wallet, let it sync. There we go. And go back to addresses again, and I'm going to pick a different address this time. I'll pick this one, and I'm going to right-click, sign and verify message, sign, verify message again. There's the address in there. I'm going to paste the message in here I want to sign again. Actually, I'm going to type something into this form. There. That's the message I want to sign. And then, in order to sign this using this wallet, I need to sign by QR. Now, this isn't just a random wallet. The wallet that I'm using to sign this controls this wallet that is in the background that I set up with the Trezor wallet. It's a read-only wallet. There's no keys on the Sparrow wallet. It's a read-only wallet. It just displays these addresses for me so I can use it to sign a message. Okay, let's grab the Krux DIY wallet, and I'm going to go ahead and sign by QR here. And now I have a QR. On the Krux DIY wallet, I have a bunch of menu items. And again, I have a video on this on my channel. I love this little guy. One of them is sign. And in the middle, you can see, if you hope you can, it says message, assign message. And then on the top, it says load from camera. I'm going to press that, and the camera turns on. You can see that. Hi. And now I'm going to scan that QR code. And on the screen, it says the message displayed. I hid the bodies under the porch, and then the address associated with the message. You can see that there. And it says on the bottom, sign, ? Yes. It shows the signature. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this button down here to scan a QR code of the signed signature. So I'm going to sign to QR code right at the top here. You can see that. And it displays a QR code. And then I'm going to press scan QR on the computer. And that's it. That message is signed, and there's the signature right here. Now, you can use verifybitcoinmessage.com, or this right here, it says sign, verify, message. this is a Bitcoin message verification system as well as a signing system. So if you press this button here, you can verify that this signature matches this message on this address. There you go. And just to double check, I'm going to paste it into verifybitcoinmessage.com. And let's start with the address, I'll copy it, and we'll head over there and I'll paste it in there. And there's the address. I'll grab the message and signature. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully this will work. I got everything pasted in here, and I'm going to press the verify button. And there we go. Valid signature. See? 2 out of 2. Not bad. All right. Now, the last demo I'm going to do is with the Blockstream Green wallet, or the wallet formerly known as Blockstream Green. And I'm going to launch the Blockstream Green wallet right now. Okay, this is the brand new Blockstream wallet. I did set up a demo wallet for this demo, and I'm going to go ahead and log into that. There we go. I really like the look of this wallet. It's a really neat wallet. And nice. Okay, in order to sign a message from an address you control in this wallet, which is actually the same wallet as all the other wallets, we're going to go ahead and press receive, and that brings up this receive tab here. But what we want is the more options area. So we press more options and then list of addresses. That gives us a fairly short list of addresses we can use to potentially sign a message. I'm going to click one, and then down here it says authenticate address. So we're going to need this address in a minute. I'll get to that in a second. And then we're going to authenticate the ownership of this particular address. And we go ahead and type a message in here. I don't know what to say. There we go. That's our message. And now we're going to sign the message in Blockstream Wallet. And that's it. This is the signature. This is the message. And this is the address. Let's go ahead and bring those over into the Sparrow Wallet and see if we can verify this using the Sparrow Wallet from scratch. I'm going to copy these pieces of information, paste them in the Sparrow Wallet, and I'll see you there. Oh, real quick, you cannot copy this address. You can't select it, so you have to press the back button and then copy the address right here in order to paste it into a verification system. Copy address, and I'm going to paste that address into here. For some reason, it's not pasting. I know why. I have to clear this screen and launch it using sign verify message up top to get a blank screen. I have to go paste those things in again. I'll be right back. I got everything pasted into the verification window here, and we're going to see if that works. Hopefully this will, when I press verify, it will be verified. Yay, verification successful. You can also use that web page if you want to use that, but this is certainly a good verification system. So another reason I highly recommend the Sparrow Wallet for anybody that is into Bitcoin, which is hopefully all of you. Oh, a quick note. There are a lot of Bitcoin message verification websites on the internet. Most of them are not up to date. The one I'm referencing, the one we used in this video is, and of course the one in Sparrow Wallet is as well. When I say they're not up to date is they don't verify messages using native SegWit wallets. And I can't find any that verify messages with a Taproot wallet. And actually, I don't even know if you can sign one with a Taproot wallet. I haven't tried that. Maybe another video. Now that we've gone through these 3 demos of signing and verifying a Bitcoin message, proving you control a Bitcoin address, let's go over some important security practices that apply, regardless of which method you use. Like I said earlier, message signing and transaction signing are completely different operations. Message signing proves address ownership, but does not expose your private keys and cannot be used to spend any funds. Secondly, you need to double, triple check the veracity of the message or the accuracy of the message that you're signing, because a scammer could try to trick you into signing something that you don't want to sign. Also, always use official software like the open source Sparrow Wallet or a legitimate app like the Blockstream Wallet, which is also open source. In addition, always test verification of your signature and make sure it's valid before sharing it. And remember, signing a Bitcoin message only proves that you control that address at the time of signing. It doesn't prove the very current balance or any kind of transaction history. As soon as someone signed a message for you to verify that they had a certain amount of Bitcoin, they could have easily emptied that address. So when might you use message signing out in the real world? Well, for one, business transactions. When conducting a peer-to-peer trade, proving address ownership builds trust. Secondly, you're going to need to be able to do this for Bitcoin-backed loans, which are coming. Now that banks are allowed to consider Bitcoin as part of your assets for loan purposes, you're likely going to need to prove ownership at some point in the future. In addition, if you're taking out a straight Bitcoin-backed loan, you'll more than likely need to hand over your Bitcoin as collateral, or in some cases, simply prove ownership, although that seems a little risky for the bank to trust that you won't move it. But they can simply monitor the address. And you can also use this for legal documentation. Sometimes this may be required for regulatory compliance or legal proceedings. Hopefully, you won't need to use it for either of those. In conclusion, that's how you sign Bitcoin messages using 3 different setups. I've shown you a hardware wallet setup, an air-gapped wallet setup, and the hot wallet signing with the Blockstream wallet. So you can choose the method that best fits your needs and your technical comfort level. Remember to always verify the message you're signing, use official software, and understand that you're proving address ownership, not revealing more sensitive information. If you learned anything from this tutorial, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this neat little feature. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.